Hello, friends. Just gonna let people jump on here. Gonna pick a cool filter. No, not you. Oh, is it this one I like? Yeah. Hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started, and if people hop on, awesome. I'll also post this to my IGTV. So, hi everybody, I'm Kayla. I run the Leadership Collaborative, and it's a community where I help leaders find success and feel successful every day in their jobs, whether they're working from home, working on site, whether they're leading teams or not. I like to teach on both mindset tools and tips and also strategy. My philosophy is that you need both. So I'm coming on here because today, starting yesterday, the Leadership Collaborative was open for enrollment for March. So each month, at the end of every month, the last week, I open it up for next month's enrollment. The group is ongoing, and you can have a monthly membership or you can be in there for a year and beyond. So I'm really flexible with that. And each month I teach on a different leadership topic, and I like to rotate between the mindset and the tactical tools and strategy topics. So I'm really excited that it's open, and I wanted to address, who is right for the Leadership Collaborative, because I know a lot of us might not think that we're leaders, whereas in fact you are. So I wanted to kind of demystify what is a leader and let you know who would be appropriate to be in my group. So number one, you can have a team of direct reports, but you also might not. So for example, I do have people that report directly to me, but in previous roles, I didn't, and I had to lead by influence. So there's different ways to lead, manage, supervise, and being a leader doesn't necessarily mean you have direct reports, but it does often mean that you have influence in whatever sphere you're working in. So perhaps you're someone people go to for advice. Maybe you oversee a large project and you're involved in decision making. That is leadership to me because you have influence. Also, do you have to be in a specific quote unquote leadership role with a title to be a leader? Absolutely not. So the title manager, supervisor, specialist, all of the above, those are great leadership roles, and a lot of us hold those titles. But over time I've learned they are just things that give us external validation, and they're not necessarily a measure of success. There are leaders at every level of the organization that you work at, from the very, very frontline staff to the CEO or president. There are different varying levels of leadership. And again, it's because people have influence in every place that they work, everything they touch, everything they do, and every encounter. And so leaders are found within. Now, I will say that a lot of the teaching that I do is I have a lot of tactical tips for leading teams. So if that is something you do, I've got you covered. But I also give tips on how to lead with influence and raise your voice and be more confident in speaking up and asking really important questions to make better decisions, and how to be how to come from humble inquiry, how to be a host leader and help people get the tools they need to do their jobs rather than doing it for them. So I enjoy leading and coaching leaders at every level, but I will say a lot of the folks in my group right now are managers or supervisors, and then some of them are not. So I have probably 3 folks or so that in the group that don't hold leadership titles, but are I would say really, really active in their teams and are very dedicated and have so much influence and are learning and preparing to be leaders. My group can also help you with, like I said, preparing for your leadership journey. So a lot of the things I teach are things I learned the hard way over the years, where I didn't have a resource or a tip sheet I didn't have a mentor sometimes to go to ask these questions. They're things that I had to figure out on my own. And one of the reasons I started the Leadership Collaborative was because I wanted to be able to give back and share what I learned with others in case other people had the same questions. And in doing this and working with my team on leadership, I know that they have the same questions as me. And so that's why I think this is important and valuable. You can use it as a learn opportunity to get better, but also to prepare yourself for a leadership position or a more formal position. And I'm definitely willing to help you with making that ask, finding a way to carve out a role for your unique talents, and then asking, for the right compensation for the work that you do. So that's why and the who would benefit from my Leadership Collaborative group. If you want to get to know more about the group, you can click the links in my bio. I have links to my website. I have links to the membership options in the description in there. But also, please just send me a DM, message me. Let's just have a conversation. There are no obligations here. If you reach out to me, I'm not going to spam you. Feel free to just ask me hey, I have this reservation or I have this question. I'd be happy to talk with you. And I love just hearing what are some of the big issues that you're running into or barriers right now in your leadership journey. And I like to use those to address the different topics that I teach on in my group. And I give worksheets and I do presentations in there, and the information's all archived. So you can go back and you have access to it and freshen up or watch videos that are gonna help you as you move through your leadership journey. So enrollment is open through the end of the week. What's the date? It'll be open. I'll leave it open through Sunday night, the 28th, since it's a short month. And we'll start with new curriculum on Monday the 1st. That's my video because my phone's gonna die soon. So yeah, I'll leave membership enrollment open through the 28th on Sunday, and we'll start with curriculum in the Leadership Collaborative on the 1st, and then enrollment will close. And then it won't be till the end of March when I'm open again for April. So I hope you will consider joining me. If you've watched my stories, if you found the content that I put out helpful and you've thought about it but you're hesitant, reach out to me, send me a message. But otherwise, there is so much free content that you can check out on my IGTV, on my YouTube channel, and that's all linked in my bio, and as well as my website. And if you go to my YouTube channel, I posted it. My most recent video is on how to find all of the resources that I share, whether it's my membership or whether it's the free content. All right, I will be back on live tomorrow. I'm going to be talking more about the what and the how. So I'm going to go more in depth on the structure of the group once you're inside of it. And then I'm also going to talk about how the group functions using Mighty Networks, which is the tool and the community space where I host the Leadership Collaborative. So watch for that. If you don't want to miss that, you can go to my profile and turn on notifications for lives and posts and when I go on my Instagram stories so you don't miss anything from me. All right, guys, take care, and I hope that helps answer any questions. You are a leader, even if you don't think you are one. All right, bye.